Welcome. Episode 377, Part 2. Do you want to change a habit that you know is harmful to you? Then start with a simple truth. Simply wanting change isn't enough. You have to train for it. Self-regulation is a skill developed through practice. It is not about fighting against yourself, but about learning to direct your behavior toward what you have chosen to value. First, define your purpose. What do you want to change and why? An empty goal is easily abandoned. A clear purpose sustains your effort when motivation fades. Second, choose a concrete goal. Don't try to transform your entire life in a single day. Choose a specific, measurable behavior. Make it small enough to achieve, yet significant enough to bring you closer to your objective. Third, create a plan. When will you do it? What do you need to prepare? What obstacles might arise? What will you do when they do? Willpower works best when it has structure. Fourth, learn to pause. There is a space between impulse and action. That is where freedom begins. When an automatic behavior arises, stop for a few seconds and ask yourself, what am I feeling? What do I want to do? What do I really need? Which decision brings me closer to my goal? You won't always be able to change how you feel immediately, but you can learn to change what you do with those feelings. Fifth, train your frustration tolerance. Not getting what you want right away doesn't mean you are failing. Waiting is a skill that can be learned. Foregoing immediate gratification to achieve a greater goal is also a form of freedom. Sixth, fulfill small commitments. Do what you said you would do. Every fulfilled commitment sends a message to your own mind, I can trust myself. This is how character is built. Seventh, do not constantly negotiate with the goal. If you have decided to change a harmful behavior, set your boundaries beforehand. Do not wait until you are tired, anxious, or tempted to make a decision. A decision made in a calm state protects the person you will be when the urge arises. Eighth, observe without self-deception. Record what happens. What didn't? When did the difficulty arise? What emotion was present? What can you modify? Observing is not judging, it is gathering information to improve. Jung reminds us that what we do not acknowledge can rule us from the shadows. That is why you can ask yourself, what desire am I trying to satisfy? What emotion am I trying to avoid? What part of me needs attention? Knowing the shadow does not mean obeying it. It means ceasing to act unconsciously. Wilbur allows us to broaden our perspective. If you want to transform a behavior, observe simultaneously your inner world, your body, your habits, your relationships, your culture, your environment, and your living conditions. Do not try to change one dimension while ignoring all the others. From TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, we can incorporate the observation of rhythms, diet, sleep, activity, rest, and emotional state. Regulation requires rhythm. From Taoism, we learn that discipline does not mean constant tension. Bamboo is both firm and flexible. True strength also knows how to adapt. And here, a guiding principle emerges. Steadfastness in purpose, flexibility on the path. Do not abandon your goal just because you faltered one day. Correct course. Keep going. A detour does not have to mean giving up. But do not turn every setback into an excuse either. Ask yourself, what happened? What can I learn? What do I need to change? Then get back to the plan. When dealing with dependency, an eating disorder, or other behavior that seriously compromises health, this process should not be undertaken in isolation or rely solely on willpower. Professional assessment and treatment may be essential. Seeking help is an act of discipline. Accepting limits is a sign of strength. Working with other professionals demonstrates responsibility. A Pharaoh coach can provide support regarding education, habits, awareness, and goals within their scope of practice. Pharaoh Nursing Services can assess health needs and provide health education, prevention, monitoring, and interdisciplinary coordination. When illness or clinical risk is present, the appropriate course of action is to refer the individual to and collaborate with specialized professionals. Pharaoh does not promise a magical transformation. It proposes something more substantial: knowledge, awareness, practice, and responsibility. Now, a question for you: what behavior do you know you need to change? Don't think about 10 changes just yet. Choose one. Define why you want to change it. Set an initial goal. Make a plan. And begin. Do not wait until you feel perfectly motivated. Motivation may start the journey, but discipline keeps it going, and repetition turns a choice into a habit. Guiding lesson: character is not built through grand promises, but through small decisions consistently acted upon. Guiding quote: do not wait until you feel strong enough to begin. Just start, and every decision you follow through on will strengthen your willpower. And remember, your goal is not to become someone else. It is to consciously develop the best possible version of yourself. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a like. Study science with conscience at ECEL Pharaoh, because in health, knowledge is not neutral. It is vital.